In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create and use the calendar app in Smartsheet. By the end, you'll know how to switch a sheet into a clean calendar view so you can see dates and timelines at a glance, and you'll understand a few practical tips to make that view meaningful for your work. First, head to smartsheet.com. Once you're in your workspace, you'll be working from the main home screen. If you have multiple workspaces, just make sure you're in the one where your project lives. The key idea here is simple. We're not creating a new file. We're taking an existing sheet and displaying it as a calendar, which is perfect when you want to visualize tasks by date instead of in rows and columns. Next, click Browse on the left sidebar. This takes you to the familiar area where your folders, workspaces, and assets are organized. If you have lots of items, use the search bar or sort by recent to find what you need quickly. This is also a good moment to confirm you have the right permissions for the sheet you plan to open, especially if it's shared with a team. Open your sheet. Choose the one that contains your schedule or tasks. For the calendar to display correctly, your sheet should include at least one date type column. Many teams use a start and end date, but a single date column also works. Rows without dates won't show on the calendar, so if something seems missing later, check your date cells first. If your dates are stored as text, convert the column to a date type so Smartsheet can recognize them. At the top of your sheet, look for the View control. By default, you're in Grid View. Click the drop-down to see the available layouts. From this list, select Calendar. Smartsheet instantly switches to the calendar view of your sheet, showing any rows with valid dates as calendar entries. Multi-day tasks span across the days, single-day items appear on their specific date, and color coding, if you use it in your sheet, can make categories easier to scan. You can navigate forward or back by month to see the full plan, and any updates you make in this view reflect in the underlying sheet, keeping everything in sync. If something doesn't appear, double check that the row is not filtered out and that it has a proper date. When you're ready to return to your standard layout, just use that same view drop-down to switch back to grid or any other view you prefer. That's it. You've opened your sheet, switched to the calendar view, and learned what to look for so your dates display correctly.